Hello, everyone, and welcome back in to North of 7 Cards. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram, North 7 Cards, and on eBay, North-of-the number 7. Today we got for you the 2025 Topps Series 2 Baseball Hobby case break number 17 here on June the 25th. Let us know in the chat who are we looking for in this one. Last hobby break before we move on to the jumbos. We actually got break number 1 coming up later on today. There we go. Manifest those hits in the chat. There, box number 1. Good luck, everyone. Alright, Lex looking for some Ellie. Let's find some Mr. De La Cruz for you. His teammate had quite the debut yesterday against the Yankees. I thought you were throwing him into the fire to the Wolves, and what, 5 innings, struck out 8. Well, gave up a bomb to Rice, but overall great start, and the Reds come out with a win. Which at the end of the day, even if you get the no decision, all you care about is those W's. Yeah, absolutely electric Burns. Not that I wasn't expecting it, but I don't know if I was expecting that great of a performance. Very, very solid group of young guys they got coming up right now. That young talent is beaming, especially if you just go back and look through the 24 draft. Oh man, that feels like a name I should know. There is a box at number 1. Good luck, everyone. Freeman, Byron Buxton, 432 of 2025. Oh, 12 to 13. It sounds familiar, but I'm not gonna stand up here. I'm not standing. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I know someone I don't. It looks familiar, but it's not clicking. Hedges, Harper, Ohtani, Mookie Betts, how we doing, Blizzy? Good day to ya. Mookie, Correa, Ohtani is Sasaki. Castellanos, Arenado, and a Yankee too. Maybe that's why it's a name that clicked into my head. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Kearns. It's just how I'm reading it. Turner. 51 of 74. Black parallel for Jonah Heim. '10 Yankee. In the baseball stars auto, it is Carlos Beltran. 33 of 50. That's wow. I mean, you couldn't have expected Burns to come out that good. I think, yeah, the Rice thing, I don't know. Those are both defendable, and it's not like Moore has been, bursting onto the scene. Merrill. O'Neill Cruz. Okay, 36 games as Yankee. That's more understandable. Teo Nomo. Chris Sale. Ted Williams. Another big unit. Randy Johnson. I know it's a feeling that I will never have, so I'll just say it's gotta feel amazing. If you just get a hanging slider that you see perfectly and hit perfectly, it must just feel amazing flying off the bat. Ooh, Albie's over more. I mean, I'm trying to look at the positives, but I might tap out on that. Feel much of any. Yeah, but that makes sense. I feel like the Braves for me are going to be that team that's going to be August, and I'm still going to be thinking, well, they can go on a run. They're just one of those teams that you trust. No matter, Cunha's, he's been back for a bit now, but they have all the pieces. And I don't know, like I haven't seen every Strider start, but I was gonna say Strider to me is the one. Every time I look, it looks like a good box score, but I'm also not watching every start. Not yet, Nick. This is second box up. Ortiz, Harper, or Duran, but we will keep an eye out for that trio. Santos, Joey Bart. Jr., George Brett, dynamic duos. So yeah, Suzuki. No, the Strider. Strider 2023 might, I don't want to say will never be back, but it might take another year for that. Tyler O'Neill, 854 of 2025. All right, Nick. Lindor. Sasaki. Ozuna. Neely. There's a big poppy. David Ortiz on the board for you, Nick. 8. Yeah, 10's a tough number to get to. Just on a given night. You need a team also swinging it pretty bad. 103 of 250. Joey Bart. Jose Ramirez. Major League material for Freddie Freeman. That was a good matchup too against the A's. I can't wait till we can call them a city again. Lindor just looks weird. Just seeing athletics and like the ATH on Scorebug. Quan. Judge, Robleski, Correa, Tomoyuki Sagano. Oh, there you go. That Ichiro, that Ichiro 101 patch was sweet. Well, I'm glad to have pulled it and make it a family affair. Nice. Plus, you're mid-season form with your Tigers. With Junior. $16 of 74. Ranger Suarez. Dana. First pitch, The Miz. Momo. I mean, picking the team that's the first to 50 wins. It's a good move. It was a good call. Butler sticking with Detroit. Cutter Crawford. 70 of it. 25. It's a good question. I mean, you never know what just attracts you to one. Would probably a smart thing to just stick with one city in terms of teams. Jackson Jobe, 1990 relic for Jobe. That just makes the summer here at least that much more exciting when you got a good baseball team to watch. Oscar. Jordan Alvarez, or if you're me and I don't always have to watch the Yankees. It could just be if there's a better game on, I'll watch a better game. Oh, there is a Cam Smith. The rookie short print Cam Smith. Nice one there, Cam Smith. Hi, Art. Managa. Seen one of each through these breaks. Luis Angel Acuna. Jobe. Yeah, I don't even know how that's still a thing. Dylan Cruz, Pujols, Kumar Rocker, Julio Rodriguez. Like to have blackout in effect, like to me it's ridiculous. Like I understand there was a time and place for it, but now it's just very, very inconvenient, and it's almost like stopping the promotion of the game. Wow, 4-hour flight from it. That's insane. The blackouts are just unnecessary. Yeah, if MLB TV gave every game no blackouts, it would be worth every single penny. Yeah, I wonder when they come to their senses and realize it's not. Baseball isn't a sport that's meant to just be regional anymore. You should be able to be a fan from anywhere and not have to worry about blackouts. Yeah, you're purchasing something and they just say no. That's a good point, Art. If they had a red zone style show, I feel like they sometimes do it with like MLB Network. I've seen like whip around coverage, but it's not quite the same. Alcantara. I think football also is an easier sport to do it for, but they could make a show like that work. Fits. And the number of teams you can't watch. The big inning. I don't think I've ever seen that. 1 at 10 of 250. It is a Pavin Smith. Pavin? I feel like I remember hearing Pavin. I'm doing 4 games. Flat Junior. But yeah, if they had like the full tilt schedule and had a red zone style show, I think that'd be really cool. You get good personalities in there who can kind of riff. Judge Volpe, because that's the difference with football, is something's always happening. Baseball, you might have a bunch of commercials and some gaps to fill. Jackie Robinson. Freeman. I've never seen the big inning. Unless I've watched it and just not realized that's what it's called. Jackson and Churio, Christian Yelich, dynamic duos. Feltner. Gunner. Mark McGuire. Major League material. It is Mike Trout. Hours and 40. Yeah, early starts. That's nice. I was looking the next 2 days have some pretty early ET starts. Trey Turner. Bohm. Young, Bobby Witt Jr., Johnsky Noel, Ellie De La Cruz. If they did the red zone style show and just have it on, you know, to me a Sunday would be perfect for that. Because then you still have the Sunday night baseball being the special marquee event. I like how it's NL, because like AL's already over, right? I know we have those other fun guys that have just, you know, Caglione and Moore and those guys that have come up, but it's Wilson. Really? After what? How many starts has he had? 3? 2 starts. Yeah, that's... He has. I'm not saying that. I just feel like we should give him a couple more starts. 2 catchers in the NL? Oh, Baldwin Ramirez. Again, this is me kind of jumping back in, so I'm glad we're having this conversation, because when I've looked at odds and it's like, alright, the MVPs are probably both already over. I do not remember Augustin. Like, I remember Augustin Ramirez through breaks, but I don't know why I didn't remember him as a Marlin. Nolan Ryan, or didn't remember that he was a Marlin. Boyd. Alright, I gotta keep an eye out for Baldwin then. Ohtani. Because I guess Murphy was used to being in a platoon type of role. Seager. Number 4. The 1 start. Very good start, and I'm not saying that, but Harris, but I understand what they're doing to try to, incite some more fans to jump into it. Got the pink for Rocker. Hazardai. 28 of 74, Cedric Mullins. Yeah, they're gonna see people overreact. And again, not saying anyone's bad. Olsen, but if you're talking about 2 guys in the top 5 for Rookie of the Year, and they have a combined 3 starts. Trey Turner. Give him a little more runway. Zach Geloff, 1826 of 2025. They're taking advantage of people, and also because, like you said, Wilson, unless he gets hurt, he's winning AL, so we're not having the Roman Anthony, Ketel Marte. I saw a headline that a fan made him cry during a game recently. I might have been yesterday, but that is just there's a line that's being crossed. DeGrom. There it is, the 1990 auto for Ben Rice. Especially just the extent of what he said. Yeah. Get out of here forever. Cincy Duran. I don't mind that. Like, are the Red Sox really gonna do that? After trading, there's Machado. After trading Devers, they're now just. I find that tough to believe. Hank Aaron. Like, unless they're really giving up on this year. Lindor, Yastrzemski, Willie Mays, 10 of 199, James Wood. I mean, I guess, yeah, if you're getting a good return for him, I know they're building towards the future, but you need some vets in the lineup. But I guess if also Bregman is apparently already willing to negotiate an extension, I guess is a good sign and a good veteran presence. Yeah, at this point it is asset management. And if you're trading Duran, you're assuming that the likes of Anthony, Willie Abreu, Rafaela, that they can all handle everyday roles. Because sending down Campbell was the right choice. He was really good in April and struggled for the last 2 months. Good old Noelvi Marte and his, what do we call it, his vacation last year? Here's the halfway box of our break. Tatis Jr. Bader, Langford, Soto, now there's some other rumors. The Cubs looking at a couple Marlins. We got all Kings. Brown, Future Stars. It is a Cardinal. On to the All Kings. It is Nolan Arenado. Arenado, All Kings. That's really, they have amped up quite a bit. I saw the Cardinal, and I cannot lie that my mind went to it being Pujols. Nice one there for the Arenado spot. Jazz. Is he gonna get moved? Or are we just playing chicken again? Freddie Freeman. Adames. It definitely would cost a pretty penny. There's a Luis Robert Jr. City Connect Relic, 12 of 150. I don't think his value is worth getting rid of. Like, I don't think it really matches what he's actually worth to a team versus what someone's going to be willing to offer. Jose Iglesias, 6/77 of 2025. Yes, exactly. I mean, wait, no. I just agreed with the White Sox thing. I like those ones better than the new ones, but I'm also I'm standing strong that the new ones aren't as bad. Griffey Jr. would have been cooler if they did, the white and red and blue. Were they red, white, and blue? Wasn't that their thing? 31 of 50. Kerry Carpenter on the canvas. So if they did that with the, I don't know, Caminero, we're both gonna stand strong in our opinions. Jared Jones, JC. Harken back. David Ortiz, Ezequiel Tovar, Jose Ramirez, William Contreras. They had the numbers on the pants? That's pretty cool. Ooh, best card in all of this. That's a good question, Nick. Definitely some of the All Kings would be up there. I think I've pulled like 3 Jeters. So that for me personally is pretty great. I'm trying to think of like the only one of one was yesterday. The Spencer Horwitz printing plate. Just trying to like go through one backwards K. That was Verlander. That makes sense, Blizz. You gotta rest up for. I don't know whether to, I think I called them late games for you, but early games Eastern time. Oh wait, the Ichiro. The Ichiro is the best one I've pulled out of this so far. It took me way too long to get to. I still have to go back and read that Deadspin article about Jeets. Again, I still ask the question that's been unanswered of when he stopped being known as Ichiro Suzuki. I have no idea when that stopped. When he just decided to go one name. Scooble. Manifested that one, Blizzy. Luis Arias. James Wood. DeGrom. Trey Turner. I mean, when I saw him, he was still really good, but yeah, prime. Once Butler, prime Ichiro probably would have been something else. But I feel like I still got to see some good years. Ben Kasparius, 49 of 2025. But yeah, once he was like, and him being a Yankee, just it felt so wrong. Prime Ichiro in Japan. Marte. Tovar. How old was he when he came over to the States? There's another Ben Rice auto. There you go. Ben Rice. That is a 5 of 5 on the 1990 auto. Second one of the break for Ben Rice. 27, really? Get that one up there. I said Ben Rice. Second auto of the break. Oh, crazy to think what he would have been if he, I would have thought he would have been a few years younger. Lindor, Pete Alonso, dynamic duos. How much better his stats would be if he, came over a few years earlier. Wow, 27. 71 of 150 for Mateo. Koufax. Summer Superstars. Julio. Andrew Walters. Teoscar. Silver, Nick York, Trey Turner, Freddie Freeman, Ricky Henderson. Cam Smith, one of the rookie short prints. So now I can at least say that I've pulled all three of Cam Smith, Matt Shaw, and Christian Campbell. I mean, it is good the young guys to give them a little airtime, let them figure out the major league game a little bit. Luis Angel Acuna, 218 of 250. Gustavo Campero. It's a balance of trying to get them the proper experience, but then also not just sewering their confidence. Ibanez, whether it's leaving them up and letting them struggle or sending them down to figure things out. Tatis Jr., Machado, dynamic duos. But it's a very fine line. Lindor. Enriquez. Pete Alonso. Churio. Rooker. Robbie Ray. Carroll. Skeens. There it is, Ellie De La Cruz. There we go, Ellie on the 1990 All-Star Relic. For Ellie. Scooble. I feel like I saw home field advantage, but could be wrong. Reyes. I'm doing Taz. Jacob deGrom. Ichiro, Mark Vientos, Babe Ruth. 4 boxes remaining in this one. Holiday. Holman. Duran. 141 of 150. Willy Adames. All good, Lizzie. Even if there is a school bowl. Always good to switch off and get that rest. Schmidt, Trey Turner. There's a Duran, 1990. Jose Ramirez. Saki. Riley Olsen. Dynamic duos. Bayo. Soto. Contreras. Major League Material, Will Smith. Major League Material, Smith. Roa. Altuve. Contreras. Caminero, Griffey Jr., Cunha, Hunter Green, 140 of 150. Hunter Green. Riley Green would have been acceptable. I'm sure there's a few Tigers you would have loved to see. Off the top of my head, none that I'm remembering, Brian, but I feel like one of the last couple breaks. I feel like I remember a Harris hit. There we Our 3 boxes to go. Bellinger. That's a team card. It's the 2 in blue. I believe that's a Mookie card, but I'll double check after the break. Acuna Jr., Cameron, Hank Aaron. 94 of 99 is Alex Cobb. Take it easy, Blizzy. Jordan Alvarez. Jeter. How about a Robbie Ray 5 of 10? That's the tape for Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray out of 10. Harper. Those extremely tight pants. Judge. Crochet. Trout. Jackson. Harris, Dustin Harris. We'll need the top of the head for that one. Baseball Stars auto. Yeah, there's still a couple boxes to go. Tani. Home field advantage. It is Kevin Alcantara. Short print insert. Alcantara. Home field advantage. Exactly right, Brian. Congrats. Bregman. Strider, Cal Ripken Jr., Adames, Jackson, Merrill. Second to this box of break. Not typically. Depends on the weather, but no, not usually on the nose type of thing. Oh, every week. I can say luckily, have not had to experience one. I've never even, honestly, I've never even heard one. I don't see where or when I had, but that's funny. People, yeah, it would be, you know, if tornadoes, if they could time themselves, they would definitely catch people off guard. Casey Schmidt, 57 of it, 2025. It's funny, I don't know why I've never looked at the second base spot that they have to like mark it off, but it looks like a shift. Like it's just playing the second baseman right up the middle. His 4 of 50, Frank Thomas, 1990 All-Star. Condition to ignore it. Rutschman. Neto. Oh, I said Neto. Ricky Henderson, the first pitch. Green. Yep, finest number one's gonna be today. Major League Material, Dylan Cruz. And no big hurt, no big unit. Yep, all Trout, all Judge. I would say prime Miguel Cabrera too. I feel like I saw. Soto. I got to see the Cubs win a World Series. 20 of the 74, Xavier Edwards. Yeah, it'll be me. The big era. I did see Big Papi. He's one of those he's one of those guys you never want to admit you like as a Yankee fan, but he was just so entertaining. Wow, that is such a statement. A little bit of big. Kershaw. Well, I also got big time Timmy Jim, so there's another big. Another Frank Thomas. Madden. big time Timmy Jim. Vlad Jr. Ketel Marte. Weston Wilson. Noah. There we go. Jay looking for that Mendy. Let's see Mendy auto number 1. Kevin Alcantara, Shota Imanaga, Brent Rooker, Chipper Jones. That'll bring us here to the last box in our break. Last box magic. Are there that many good baseball This Is Sports Center commercials? Because now that I'm thinking about it, like David Ortiz putting on the Yankee hat, that's a pretty great one. I don't know why I always loved the Jason Hayward when he's talking about the bat. I don't know, there's definitely baseball players in them, like the Y2K, then Mark McGuire's just destroying a computer. Oh yeah, the Pujols machine. Oh yeah, now we're just going down the rabbit hole of, there are a bunch of good ones. Manny being Manny. Or doesn't he just say, like, Ola, and they're like, what does that even mean? I'm glad I could turn you on to something not productive. I will also probably watch that later. David Wright talking, like I can picture it, but I don't really remember that. Like I have the visual, but not, oh, the Demon Deacon. There we are, last box of Magic. Good luck, everyone. Let's see what we got in here. Soto. 16 of 50. Gordon Graceffo. Gold Graceffo. Oh yeah. Martinez. Guys, who used my razor? Just giant green sticking out of it. Gunner. Javier Baez. 1832 of 2025. Julio Rodriguez, Ken Griffey Jr. Dynamic duos. Pajes. Cunha Jr. Dynamic duos, Seiya Suzuki, Shota Imanaga. Mickey Mantle. Oh, yeah. I don't think you'd be spoiling them. Duran. Matt Kirby. Is that? Recently retired. Machado. At Merrifield. Griffin Conine. 1990 auto for Conine. Yeah, that's true. I don't know why not a baseball one, but I love, well, I guess kind of Yamamoto, but when I think it was Dan Patrick had a perfect game going for a show. That's one of my favorite ones because no one will look at them. Xander Bogaerts. Silver. Ricky Anderson, Kevin Alcantara, Shota Imanaga, and finish it off with a numbered James Wood 27 of 199. So I think it's Kenny Mayne who just has this like suit jacket over like almost over his eyes. Nick Markakis is a good comparison for Merrifield. That will conclude our break. Let's get into our recap. Starting off with that Wood out of 199. Javier Baez, Gordon Graceffo, Xavier Edwards, 450 Frank Thomas, Casey Schmidt, Alex Cobb, Hunter Green, Willie Adames, Gustavo Campero, Jorge Mateo, Ben Kasparius, Canvas and Kerry Carpenter out of 50. Jose Iglesias, another James Wood out of 199. Geloff, Cedric Mullins, Kenny Mayne, Ivan Smith, Cutter Crawford, Ranger Suarez, Joey Bart, Tyler O'Neill, Jonah Heim, Byron Buxton. Our Relics Autos, Major League Material Cruz, Major League Material Will Smith, Ellie, 1990. 12 of 150 City Connect Relic, Lubob, Major League Material Trout, 1990 Job, Major League Material Freeman, Baseball Stars Auto, Carlos Beltran, 33 of 50, Ben Rice, 1990, not the only one you'll see in this one, Baseball Stars, Dustin Harris, and Griffin Conine. And on our back wall, at the home field advantage, Kevin Alcantara. And the rookie short print, Cam Smith. The acetate or Robbie Ray, 5 of 10. Clear Robbie. We got the All Kings. It is Nolan Arenado. And Ben Rice. 1990 auto, 5 of 5. Ben Rice. Pair of Rice autos in this break. Before we let you go, we will randomize the dynamic duos. go all left and right sides here. Got our first break of a jumbo coming up a little later on today. There we go, 5 rounds here. Good luck to both sides. Final round here. This one is going to the left sides. Go with the dynamic duos. Going to the left side. And with that, everyone, it'll wrap us up here for the 2025 Topps Series 2 Baseball Hobby. Case break number 17 here on June the 25th. Thank you, everyone who joined in on this one. If you are going to check out our next break in here, 2024-25 Topps Chrome Basketball Delight. Case break number 4. That is coming up in just under 15 minutes from now at 12:30 Eastern. Again, 24-25 Topps Chrome Basketball Delight. Case break number 4. All right, everyone. If you are going to join those later breaks, we will see you then. If not, take care, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.